Why are we so obsessed with lost civilizations? From Atlantis to El Dorado, we're hooked on stories of ancient superpowers, forgotten technologies, and cities of gold. But what if I told you the truth is far more incredible than any myth? I'm Dr. Elias Thorne, and for years, I've watched as history has been twisted for entertainment. Take Atlantis. Plato wrote about it as a cautionary tale, a story about an empire destroyed by its own greed. But turn on your TV, and what do you see? A sci-fi utopia with laser crystals and demigods. Why? Because we're terrified that our best days are behind us. Media sells us this idea that our ancestors were better, that they held secrets we've lost. It is a comforting lie that turns archaeology into a treasure hunt for magic instead of a study of human survival. This fantasy isn't just about Atlantis. It infects our view of the entire ancient world. I remember filming in the Amazon, standing on a fake set piece because the real ruins of a massive civilization were considered too flat for TV. The myth of El Dorado is all about European greed for gold. But the reality. Recent scans have revealed vast, complex societies that engineered the very soil of the Amazon. They weren't savages guarding treasure. They were agricultural geniuses. The media myth strips them of their humanity, turning them into mystical others to fit a colonial fantasy. We find it easier to believe indigenous people needed supernatural help to build pyramids or map the stars than to accept their brilliance. And that brings us to the biggest myth of all, ancient aliens. It's a tempting shortcut, isn't it? Engineering is hard. Moving multi-ton blocks with simple tools is difficult to explain in a 30-second clip. So, the media gives us a simple answer. Aliens did it. This narrative is dangerous. It steals the incredible achievements from the actual humans who built these wonders. It takes the blood, sweat, and genius of the Egyptians, and the Incas, and hands their credit to imaginary green men. We become so used to this hyper-reality, where history has to feel like a video game, that we've forgotten how to be amazed by what's real. We look for booby traps and magic scrolls, and when we don't find them, we feel disappointed. So why do we really search for these so-called lost civilizations? It's not for gold or magic. It's because we're afraid of being forgotten. When we look at the ruins of Petra or the stones of Stonehenge, we're seeing a reflection of our own mortality. We see that even the greatest empires fall, and the loudest voices eventually go silent. Modern media wraps these places in fantasy to distract us from that uncomfortable truth. But the real story is far more compelling. The fact is that people, just like you and me, built wonders with nothing but their hands and their minds. They faced the end of their worlds and left messages in stone, hoping we would listen. Peeling back the myth doesn't destroy the magic. It reveals the profound reality of human resilience and ingenuity. The lost civilizations aren't really lost. They're right here, waiting for us to listen, not to the fictions we invent, but to the true, incredible whispers of our shared past. Thanks for watching. If this made you see history a little differently, hit that like button and subscribe for more truths that are stranger than fiction.